You may have seen this video. It was going viral. This is really wild. It's from the televised mental institution known as MSNBC, and there is a host on the network. I had never heard of her before this. Her name is Yasmin Vossoughian, and she apparently was not on air for a couple weeks and then came back 2 days ago to explain why she hasn't been on air, and this is just incredible.
I know from my Twitter feed that many of you have wondered why I have been off the air for a little while. Well, I have been dealing with a little bit of a health scare. On December 20th, I began to feel chest pains, and they waxed and waned over a period of 10 days. I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, but as they continued to get worse, I started to think something was actually wrong. It was December 30th when I finally went to an urgent care and was told I had reflux. I didn't really buy it, but I was relieved it wasn't my heart. My body, though, was pretty certain not to believe the reflux. The next day, on December 30th, I woke up with severe pains both in my chest and in my left shoulder, and it was like a tightening in my chest. When I took deep breaths, that got worse when I was laying flat. I knew enough at that moment to understand that it could mean, could is the key word here, that I was having a heart attack, especially because it was happening in the left part of my shoulder. I want to remind you, I run 7 miles 3 to 4 times a week, or I did. I do yoga. I don't eat meat. I don't smoke. I drink occasionally. Not right now, though, because my doctor tells me I can't. Aside from probably not getting enough sleep and working too much, I'm a pretty healthy person. But on that day, I was anything but. My husband drove me to the emergency room, and from there, the nightmare that has been my January began. I was diagnosed with pericarditis, inflammation of the lining of my heart, brought on by a virus, a literal common cold. They determined I had developed myocarditis, inflammation of the actual heart now, the heart muscle.
Okay, first off, I wish her well. I don't know who she is. I don't wish her ill. She is twice vaxxed, and there she is having this this admission of what's been going on with her, why she wasn't on air. Okay, that's fine. She is claiming that her doctor is telling her that she got myocarditis and the lining of the heart that's now having issues, that she got that through the common cold. Have any of you ever heard of this before COVID? That people who had a common cold suddenly had these heart issues? No, you have not. I have not. It did not exist. She is twice vaxxed. We do know that especially with young men who are vaxxed, the rates of myocarditis are up something like 78% and all sorts of heart problems. And you've seen all the videos of people just dropping dead on soccer fields and walking down the street and all this weird stuff. So I cannot speak precisely to her medical condition, but does that not strike you as the perfect level of propaganda for MSNBC, which is absolutely 100% a propaganda network, that this woman who got twice vaxxed does not link this to the vaccines? It somehow is because of the common cold.